to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. And I don't care what you think you got. It's not fair what you think you thought.
No mai, haere mai, welcome to Event Finder Stadium here on the North Shore of Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, where this will be home of semi-final number 2 in the Sal's NBL, brought to you by GJ Gardner Homes, right here on Sky Sport. The Auckland Tuatara have locked in their ticket to the big dance tomorrow night, and it's a battle of the South to find out who will be joining them. The Nelson Giants are looking to add to their franchise's storied history, while the Otago Nuggets are looking to win 2 titles in 3 years. Great to have you here with us for this one tonight. I'm Brooke Rusko, joined by 4-time NBL champion Casey Franken. If we get a game half as good as last night, we are in for an absolute treat.
You are not lying. That game last night was fantastic. I expect more of the same. 2 evenly matched teams who are desperate for that finals chance that the Tuatara just grabbed with both hands last night in such an impressive fashion.
Well, you've been to the dance, right? You've been in the finals. There's a lot of young boys out here right now. What would you be telling some of the guys where this is the first time on the big stage?
It doesn't matter how bright the lights are. The court's the same. The rim's at this 10 feet. The free throw line's 15 feet away. You just got to go out there and play hard. And when you think you played hard enough, play harder, because it's finals time, and that's what it's all about, the effort, baby.
It is, man. It is exactly finals time. And how do we get here? That's the big one. The Nuggets took on the Hawks, beat them on Wednesday night, 91-80. The Tuatara, who have had a Cinderella run so far, beating the Saints on Thursday night. Obviously, the game behind us going down next is the Giants and the Nuggets, and they all want to be a part of the dance with the Tuatara, who won last night against the Airs. Now, that game was last night, 107, 104 in Casey. It went into overtime, but I'm still trying to work out. I'm at 6s and 7s, so what even happened last night?
You, me, everybody who bet under the TAB, everybody's trying to figure that bad boy out. What a tremendous effort between both teams. The athleticism and speed of the Airs was on display early, but late, just the heart of the Tuatara, and that final 3 seconds where Rob Lowe gets the layup and makes this miracle bank shot. What a moment in New Zealand basketball history. The crowd went crazy, the players went crazy, and just like that, the Tuatara were back in it. Rob Lowe, what a performance. The game of his life, leading the Tuatara to victory and a finals chance, and that's why you see the happiness in him right there.
The absolute season, this is what it's all about. We're hoping for the same tonight. But just as we look at the stats, Casey, we go through it. Rebounds, very similar. Assists, pretty similar. There's not much to take away from that.
There's not much in it. You see by the final score line, it could have gone either way. It was on a sliver. But what it came down to was the taking care of the basketball. The Taranaki Airs did not take care of the basketball late. Too many turnovers, let the Tuatara back into the game, and they took advantage.
They did. All right, we look at the starting 5 for the Nuggets tonight, and for me, Casey, Sam Timmins, the captain of this team, has to have a big one.
He does. He's matched up against Trey Morning on the other side, but his rebounding, defense, and rim protection is going to be key. He's the only true center on this squad, and his size is unmatched by anybody on the Giants. Other than that, this starting 5 is going to be dependent on for a lot of the work. They're a talented team, but they're not very deep. So this 5 is going to have to get it done.
Another man who is going to have a big one tonight. You caught up with him moments ago, Casey. Coach of the Nuggets, Brett Matahaere.
Well, Coach, a tremendous defensive player coming up against tonight in Jared West, Defensive Player of the Year. And I think Todd Withers has a little something on his shoulder about that one. But when you're coming up against him tonight, how do you hope to limit his effectiveness and get your offense running smoothly?
Yeah, I think we've got 2 options to play point. So, you know, if he's guarding one of them, maybe give that ball to the other guy. So, you know, both Nico and Trey are really good with the ball in hand, and they use on balls really, really well, get to their spots and score. So, you know, there's certainly weapons that we'd like to use tonight.
And speaking of weapons, Trey Boyd led the way offensively. Keith Williams has been solid for you guys all year long. Nico McCulloch, huge game in the semi or in the quarterfinal. Looking towards tonight, where do you hope to manufacture points outside of those 3 guys, or do you think you need to?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Timmins is obviously a weapon as well. Like, you know, him up against Trey Morning is going to be a huge matchup for us. And, you know, we're going to bring guys off the bench that are going to be excited to get out there and play, you know, semi-final basketball.
Nothing like it. Can't wait to see it. Thanks, Coach.
And a strong starting five as we look at the Giants here, and business as usual on this one, Case.
It certainly is. You know, Trey Morning going to have a lot to do with that. Jared West, as good as he is defensively, he's going to have to carry a big offensive load. But similar to the Nuggets, it's about these five and one more guy, Nick Trathan, coming off the bench. They're only about 6 deep for real minutes, so they're going to have to carry that load and try and get the buckets on the board themselves.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now you caught up with who is the coach of the year in the Sal's NBL for 2022, Coach Mike Fitchett, earlier today.
Well, Coach, a huge game here in the semifinal. Otago played so well, and a lot of that had to do with the disruption of Todd Withers. How do you hope to limit his effectiveness on the defensive end against your offense?
Yeah, Withers is an excellent defender. I'm not sure how us coaches left him off the Defensive Player of the Year ballot, but, you know, we'll move him around a little bit, but he's such a good defender. You know, he's gonna make plays. Good defenders do that, so we've got to find a way. You know, Sam Thompson is probably going to be the matchup, I would assume, so Sam's a pretty veteran guy. He knows what he's doing, so we'll be fine.
And then looking at your own offensive abilities against this Otago Nuggets team, you're going to have to put points on the board. How do you hope to manufacture points outside of Weston, Morning, and Thompson?
Yeah, we stalled a little bit last week against the Saints and the Airs on the road, so we have to turn our defense into offense. Our defense is kind of our backbone this year, so we've got to manufacture points and get out and run and kind of tick the scoreboard over that way.
Cheers, Coach. Good luck.
We all know that this game is going to be won and lost on the court behind us, but we love to look at some stats in the head-to-head. Casey, what are you taking away from this?
Well, the Giants play the slowest pace in the lead, but because of that, it's kind of surprising. The Nuggets only scoring 3 points more per game. Everything else pretty similar, but it's about the steals. Both these teams have ball hawks and Weston Withers, and the team that is able to take better care of the basketball is going to go a long way towards securing that W.
Now, don't get me wrong, team game, but there is one marquee matchup that I cannot wait for. Boyd versus West. Boyd coming off a 30-point game against the Hawks to get them to this one tonight.
Oh, Trey Boyd is feeling it, and he feels the moment. He is a fantastic player. The natural lefty, it's like a cheat code, but his shooting from deep, his mid-range floater game, and finishing at the rim is superb. And the man on the other side, Jared West, is going to have one heck of a time trying to slow him down. Even though he is the defensive player of the year, fantastic, it's going to be a tough matchup. But he's got some buckets of his own as well. Going to have to carry some scoring load and come back at him on the other end. What a matchup. I can't wait.
What a matchup. That is a blockbuster matchup. And there's a man who can fill it up without a doubt. He can give you the business on the offensive end. But defensively, Todd Withers needs to be big again tonight.
Todd Withers is fantastically impressive. He does so many things for you on the defensive end. 3 points in the quarterfinal against the Hawks. But to me, he was the best player. The way he affected the game, blocking shots at the point of attack, coming from the weak side to get those shots out of there. But in the post, they're trying to bang him down. He doesn't have it. He's having none of it. Get that shot out of here. Each and every time he had an answer, stealing the ball, manufacturing buckets at timely moments, putting so much pressure on the opposition. He was a tremendous player. And I don't know if there is a better defensive player in this league, including Jared West. And the man who's got to worry about that most likely is going to be Sam Thompson. That's going to be the matchup there. If Sam Thompson gets shut down in this matchup, I do not know what the Nelson Giants do. They don't have a lot of places to go for points.
Well, Casey, I know you got to get back there, but really quickly, who you got on this one?
I mean, I tell you, but I'm 0 for 3 this week. But I'm looking at I got to go with the Giants. The 12 and 4 off 3 season. I think they're going to get it.
Giants for Casey. I'll let you get back to there. I cannot wait for this one. Semi-final number 2 is about to go down right behind us. Andrew Mulligan, I'll send this one over to you.
Thank you very much, Brooke. What a game last night. 2 games on Wednesday night. A tremendous game ahead. The right to meet the Tuatara. There is Lily Leeson from Takapuna Primary, ready to bring the game ball out. What a monumental game this will be. The Otago Nuggets 1 win away from the final of the Sal's NBL. And Lily delivers the ball. Here are your referees for tonight's game. The second semi-final. And this game is evenly matched. It's team number 2 up against team number 3. There are your refs, Melanie O'Connor, Matt Bathurst, and Callum Welsh. And the Tuatara already in the final, feet up, ready to see who they are going to play tomorrow night in the jewel of the New Zealand basketball crown, Casey Frank.
Oh, I can't wait for this one. Let's get to it already.
And we're going to do it again.
Oh, that's a stolen tip. That is going to be Nelson Giants' ball.
Oh, it will be, yes. It was a stolen tip. You're right, Casey.
Sam Timmons trying to get that little sneaky hand up before he let it get to the heights. You're 6'11", mate. Let it get up there. Chase it down.
Interesting matchup between him and Trey Morning tonight. Sam Dempster will get the first play of the game. And this is a matchup. Trey Boyd and West.
I don't think there's a lot of love lost in this one, Moles. I heard a little sneaky rumor that in the quarterfinals we see a nice runner by Trey Morning. That Trey Boyd was talking a little smack as he was running down the court after hitting a three to Jared West in the crowd.
Jared West was watching the play-in final. And Trey Boyd had words for him as Sam Timmins gets it poked away by Alex McNaught. And Alex McNaught picks up the first foul. Spoke to Tony, his dad. Alex McNaught, proud dad, as Tony very nervous was dad for this game. Alex McNaught, very, very good up-and-coming player. Addison Kent's St. Gilligan's College.
Alex McNaught, not a bad defensive player himself. That is a tremendous defensive backcourt between him and West. They put a lot of pressure on the point of attack. I think McNaught just a bit unlucky to get the foul there. But karma came back on the missed free throw.
Sam Timmins splits that pair, 19 of 25 from the Racine with the Nuggets against the Hawks. 91-80 winners, as you saw in the build-up. Here is McNaught. Trey Morning. These two teams met way back at the end of April, first game of the season. And Trey Morning had a massive game. There is a lot of water that's gone under the bridge as Jared West misses that, and Trey Boyd pulls it down. As Trey Boyd goes, the Nuggets have gone since they picked him up, and he is unbelievably good. He finds Withers on the catch, who's spent the last 48 hours probably encased in ice. He is banged up, and Sam Timmins is fouled on that drive as well.
I like the aggressiveness from Sam Timmins early. It's great to see him with this kind of mindset early in the game, not settling right to the cup when the middle's there. Trey Morning a little bit too handsy, good call, but on the floor before the shot came up, so we're coming off the baseline.
Nico McCulloch in and out. Dempster tips it away. Comes Trey Morning running. Kicks it out. Thompson to West. Is Sam Dempster. Missed the first, but Trey Morning's there. Puts it up. Left a little short under pressure. Sam Dempster had 9 threes in this gym against the Tuatara. And one of the all-time great descriptions from Casey Frank, it was a Dempster fire.
It certainly was. He's hoping it catches one more time tonight.
Williams. This is that runner.
You see the bench from the Otago Nuggets. They wanted a goaltend. You can't smack the backboard when the ball's up on the rim.
That was extremely noticeable. McCulloch on West, winding the clock down. Dempster puts it up, kicks it out. Oh, straight line drive three.
Impressed by the patience of the Giants early. They're really working the clock. They did, of course, have the slowest pace in the league during the regular season, and that's because they're meticulous with their shot selections.
Here's Trey Boyd getting to the cup with ease.
Has a little something to say about it afterwards as well.
And Jared West has a smile on his face.
Impressive drive by Trey Boyd. He's going to put a lot of pressure on West with the ball in his hand.
The game within the game, the two bigs going at it. And Sam Timmins is called for the foul. Melody O'Connor waves that off as well.
I don't know why that's waved off. He had picked it up before the foul was called. As he picks it up, he's in the shooting motion here. Not really sure why, but regardless, it will be on the sideline instead of an N1.
West for three. Withers pulls that down.
6 shots for the Giants, 4 of them triples. Just hit the one up to this point by Thompson.
Withers in Morning.
Withers hits that jump shot with consistency from beyond the arc. This is a different offensive team for the Nuggets. If not, it's a bit more difficult to score points.
Trey Morning and Brooke Rusko is sideline for us. Brooke, this guard matchup makes you salivate as a guard yourself, right?
Oh, I'm glad that I'm sitting on the sideline, that is for sure. The speed that both these guys have defensively can go as well. As you see Jared West there with the block and the good D on Trey Boyd, who had 30 points last night. But, you know, just off the back of last night's game, if that's anything of what tonight's game is going to be like, this is going to be amazing. I'm looking around, and there's a healthy contingency of Giants fans here as well. So the atmosphere here is great at this building, and, man, I'm excited for this one.
Oh, fantastic rotation as we see a look at the Jared West block. Tremendous step by Boyd to find that angle, but a better recovery by West. And on the other end, great scrambling defense in transition by the Nuggets to take away the three-point opportunity.
Here comes West, 5 on the shot clock. Withers on him. Quite the matchup. Great hands from Todd Withers. West from midcourt. Ooh, almost went in.
That's a heck of an effort.
That is a great effort. That's great defense from Todd Withers, though.
Todd Withers, he is fired up for that matchup in particular. He has a chip on his shoulder, not being even nominated for the Defensive Player of the Year. I was a selector, we couldn't choose him. It's not my fault. The coaches picked the top 5 guys. And so he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder to prove in this game against Jared West, who did go home with that trophy.
McCulloch. That's a 2. He stepped into that, so that is a long 2 from Nico McCulloch.
Oh, I just love that moon ball of his. When it's dropping, it looks so pretty. It gives them another deadly threat.
Trey Morning. A contested 2 is missed. Here comes McCulloch pushing. He's looking at Timmins, puts it high up the glass, and there's Timmins to clean it up.
Timmins has a great mindset early in this one. A little bit concerned for the Nelson Giants offense. Nothing at the rim yet. Everything's a jump shot up to this point.
In rhythm is Sam Dempster. That's strong. Nerves getting the best of them from deep. Nelson now 1 for 6 from downtown, 3 of 10 overall. Withers looking for a cutter, gives it to his big man. He's going to face up on Trey Morning. Now he's going to back him down. He spins. Trey Morning, good defense.
Good defense. Good job by his teammates to sag in and not give a lot of angles. And the physicality at the point of attack forced the miss.
Oh, that's a great look from Jared West, who was playing with his food up above the Razine there, but he finds it cutting Thompson.
And a great cut by Thompson. Got to move without the basketball, especially when all that attention is on the ball handler.
Williams, the fall away. Left that short. Nerves, Casey, or maybe just a little bit of fatigue as well as the Giants just get free. And Sam Thompson with the flush.
Well, poor transition defense on that opportunity because of the air ball. As we get a timeout here. Beautiful pass by Morning. Strong finish by Thompson. Go easy on the rim, young fella. You need it for the whole entire game.
Straight out of Ohio State. Sam Thompson.
He's really key to this Nelson Giants offense. And he's been tremendous pickup, of course. They lost their man, Tom Ingham, early in the season. Brought in Thompson as a replacement. He's been fabulous.
If you're going to attack, I want you to go at Timmins. He's already got a foul. Okay, so we'll go get another one. But give it up, it's a good thing. Hey, you're doing a great job against the ice. I think we can be quicker, like in trans 5. If you see him loading up, bang, bang, and get out. Now you can attack him, and then we hit, and you've either got that or that. Okay? Hey, if Thunder, I think they maybe just have a look. If they come at the elbow, they may bring this guy next to it. That switch. So shooter in the corner, be ready. Cut it. Fellas, doing a great job defensively. Great job defensively. Keep it on.
Todd Withers, he's got a brace on his arm, and on his wrist there. He's got a back problem where he's creating a lot of attention.
He's a sore man. Yeah, you seen him walking around with the back brace that he has before the game. That is an amazing back massager that he walks around and warms up with.
And Brooke, what were they saying in the Nuggets huddle?
Just a gentle reminder of where we are right now. It's the semi-finals. The nerves are there, but a big thing that you cannot fall asleep on is transition defense. Just a couple of easy dunks there. Thompson got behind everyone. Lazy, you can't afford that at this time of the year. So transition defense is the big thing out of that timeout.
Matt Bardsley went down. Thanks, Brooke, and gets back up. Giants wanted to travel.
How about Morning and Thompson carrying the load offensively? They've scored all 11 points, and they are 5 for 7 from the field.
And Trey Morning corralled that a little bit loose. Otago, the Nuggets are making them work the clock every possession, it feels like. Jared West can hit him from deep. Cold on that one, but there's Sam Dempster pulling that down. West again. Gives it to Thompson. And again, making the Giants work that 14 on the reset. Dempster. Again they miss, and that is 1 for 8 now from 3, but they score the turnover. Can they score a bucket? Fall away. Tough shot.
Sam Thompson hasn't missed. 9 points, 4 for 4 from the field. He has come to play here in this fourth quarter, taking the challenge when Todd Withers is guarding him.
McCulloch in the corner. Knocks that down.
Beautiful look there from Nico McCulloch in the corner as Alex McNaught came close to fouling him, but didn't affect the make.
And a turnover.
Got to be aware of Withers. He has such quick hands.
McNaught gets back, hurries back. The Nuggets. I mean, just a 2-point lead. And that's good hands from Jared West, but it will stay with the Nuggets. The Giants, they haven't had a game in 8 days. They've had to sit and wait. That's the luxury or detriment of being one of the top 2 teams in this final 6, and they haven't had a win in around about 2.5 weeks. So you can understand that they're a little bit cold, maybe just a little bit hurried in their offense given what is on the line here.
That's a long break in between games at this stage of the season. Not ideal, but at least you know you're healthy.
Jack Andrews, straight for the man.
Well, might have got away with the push in the back on Sam Dempster there, but it doesn't matter if they don't blow the whistle. Good aggressiveness after the catch, straight up with it.
Trayton's in the game as well for the Giants, and Trey Morning hits a Trayton straight on.
How about Morning and Thompson? All 16 points, 7 for 9 from the field now. They are carrying this load. They have to be guarded by the Nuggets.
There's a 30% three-point shooter as Trey Morning. Going into Timmins, they like this matchup. They feel as though Timmins probably a little bit bigger than Morning, but Morning sticking with him and making Sam Timmins work, and he catches him.
If that foul's on Morning, that's trouble. That'll be his second. And they did call it on Trey Morning, who was basically trying to let him score. There's a bit of contact there. I don't know if it's enough for a foul in a semifinal game. Regardless, though, one of the key offensive players for the Giants, early foul trouble again, and this has been an issue with him at times this season, staying out of foul trouble in that first half. And the Giants do struggle offensively once he goes to the bench.
He sits Jordan Schwalger in the game. Jared West, Pat Bardsley all over him. Bardsley's called for the block, stuck with him a bit too aggressively.
Yeah, just really nice quickness by Jared West there. Bardsley trying to get in front, but can only get his hip on him, and with just hip contact, that's a foul, just his first. Only the 5th foul in the game total, 3 on Nelson, 2 on the Nuggies.
Three titles to the Giants' name. Last one came in 2007. It's Thompson. Hits. Todd Withers hits him, I should say, and he got him good right on the hip.
And of course, the last time the Giants won that title, one coach, Mike Fitchett, was instrumental in the victory, especially in that semifinal from my memory. It was a while ago, though. It's been 15 years.
Certainly, Withers, a clear foul right in his landing zone, got him on the lower body for the Otago Nuggets. First title came in the Showdown 2020. And the Sal's NBL really did a great job of providing not only sport for everybody in semi or full lockdown to watch, but also a great experience for all the players. Went into a player draft. Didn't matter what team you'd signed with. You were drafted by the team, and you all lived in the same hotel. And I can't believe that more stories didn't come out of that hotel than it did.
Good job. Good tight lips. No sips sunk out of that one. Yeah, it was a tremendous season for the players who were able to be involved in it. And it wasn't just sport here in New Zealand. That was basically the only sport going on in the planet at the time. It was, that's when these games first started getting shown on the States and ESPN, and a lot of young talent came out of that, really put their mark as players in this competition and have grown since then.
Thompson.
1 for 3 from the line. He's 4 for 4 from the field. Something about that rim down there.
Pretty good foul shooter this season. 77 from the Rosinas. Keith Williams picks up his dribble. Jack Andrew has to give it to Trey Boyd. He has to do something with it. 2 on the shot clock, pull up. Jack Andrew, big offensive rebound, but loses it, and it goes back to the Giants.
Jack Andrews' activity's really nice early. Can't hold on to the basketball there, but a big screen freeing up Trey Boyd, and the roll in to attack the glass, exactly what you want from a young big fella off the bench. Just couldn't hold on to it.
Been a grindy, nervy first quarter. 60 seconds to go. Jared West high. Jack Andrew did a really good job of cutting down his space as Keith Williams drives at Thompson and gets the bucket in transition.
Well, Thompson avoiding the foul there, but he needs to be a bit more determined defensively. You got to put your chest in it. He doesn't have any fouls, and that's an easy bucket that might get Keith Williams going.
And that's a walk. Sam Dempster caught in 2 minds with Sam Thompson. Was he going to go backdoor, or was he going to give it to him on the wing?
Now that's Withers, though. The effect of Todd Withers around the basketball. You see him there, he's going to it. He doesn't know quite what to do. Even when he's not all over you, he's in the back of your mind. And he loves the challenge. He is coming to meet it.
Nico McCulloch back in the game. West on Boyd. And that is good defense. Jared West poked it away, stays with the Nuggets. 16 on the shot clock, 32.4 remaining in this first quarter. Coming to you from Event Finder Stadium, the second semi-final, 2 versus 3. Nuggets defeated the Hawks on Wednesday night, 91-80. Here's Keith Williams stepping back, long 2. Knocks that down, Keith Williams starting to warm up.
A big shot there by Keith Williams. Sam Thompson all over him. Did not affect the jumper going through the net. Final shot here for the Giants.
Yeah, shot clock is off. West versus Boyd. Trolga comes up high. Runner. Just a little time on the clock for Nico McCulloch and the Nuggets to end the first. McCulloch from midcourt breaks the rim. We're done after 1. And we have an Otago Nuggets lead. 20-17. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Event Finder Stadium on the north shore of Tamaki Makaurau. Giants fans in attendance. Nuggets up 3, 20-17. It's Chris Johnson from the Tuatara in attendance. He and Rob Lowe, the Twin Towers. Tremendous effort last night from Rob Lowe. 19 rebounds from Rob Lowe.
19.
A bank 3.
The most points he's ever scored at a pro, ever.
Goodness
29.
me. And we are ready to get the second quarter underway. Trey Boyd. And Trey Boyd, just the 2 points, 1 of 4, but they have the lead. And that does not bode well for the Giants. And Brent Matahari from the Nuggets joins us now. Brent, you must be happy with the way your team's traveling, even though it's a tight game.
Oh, kia ora. Yes, it is a tight game. I mean, obviously, yeah, happy. We're giving up second chance points. But, you know, the guys are doing a pretty good job. I mean, Nico's been fantastic early on, and we're putting the pressure on them on defense. You know, defense wins championships, and I think right now we need to be making sure we're boxing up.
They're doing a great job of defending the three-point line, but the battle between West and Boyd is pretty much a wash right now. Are you going to try and get Trey Boyd more involved, or are you happy with other guys carrying the load?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, Trey's doing a good job trying to get things going. But obviously here, it's exciting stuff. Obviously that gives up opportunities to others. Like if they're seeing that Trey's the guy to shut down, you know, it's allowing opportunities for Nico and Keith.
Brent, appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Catch you later, fellas. Enjoy the rest of it.
Nick Trithen trying to go for a scalp there.
Wow.
I thought I would have, you know, Brent had a game in commentary this year. I thought he would have talked that one through a little bit better, but I guess he's got bigger fish to fry.
He's thinking through his coach answer. And Sam Timmins down the lane with a big hammer.
Sam Timmins has come out ready to play. 3 for 4 from the field, 8 points already, and he just attacks Schwelger. I don't know how much longer you can leave Trey Morning on the bench. You're gonna have to roll that dice at some point.
It's Jared West just harassed by the Nuggets. He's down there, Timmins has it, and Schwelger's called for the foul. And listen to the Nuggets bench.
Well, they are feeling it as we see a beautiful drive by Sam Timmins with a sweeping dunk shot. And on the beautiful from the Steadicam on the sideline, Sam Timmins really off to a great start tonight, nearly equaling his points from the other night. Already here in the first half.
Nico McCulloch operating. And good defense from Sam Dempster. Here comes Sam Thompson the other way. Oh, Sam Thompson with the reverse.
Sam
oh, my
Thompson
goodness.
putting on a show. Thought he might be going for the finger roll there to make sure he doesn't get Withers to the block opportunity. Instead, the two-hand reverse.
Great look from Timmins. And then gets the tip in.
He is just eating the small Giants front line for lunch. They do not have the size. With Morning on the bench, they didn't go along with Schwelger. Didn't give him a chance in there. They're trying Dempster now.
Thompson, Withers, loving the defenses, Todd Withers.
There's a lot of contact to the rim for both teams. It's not getting whistled, though.
Long shot, long rebound. And here's Williams likes to match up on Jared West. Fall away. Good defense from West, but Nico McCulloch, right place, right time for that offensive rebound. 20 to 12 is the advantage to the Nuggets. 7 to shoot. Here comes Williams. Fall away again. And again, comes
West
up
did
a
well.
little bit long.
Sorry there, Mose, but West did well twice there defending Williams in the post. A bigger, stronger player. Just shows his quality as a defender.
West knocks down that three. That is a welcome relief for the Giants.
He needed that. 1 for 7 from the field now, 1 for 5. Hopefully, he's hoping that gives him a little bit of space moving forward.
Trey Boyd hand. He got smacked in the face. His headband went down around his nose. Pull up three, West.
It's a big shot opportunity, but you had a 4-on-3 break, 4-on-2 break. You have to get something at the rim there.
Oh, Sam Timmins got Dempster. Sam Timmins on the reverse.
Well,
he's feasting on the block.
Dempster's the matchup right now. That's who's guarding him. If Dempster's guarding him, you have to send a double, and Mike Fitch had seen enough. Trey Morning is checking back into the ball game with those 2 fouls.
Here's McNaught. Good defense from McCulloch. Tipped away. Keith Williams. He'll like this. And McNaught got him. And Mike Fitchett, head coach, wants to call a timeout afterwards. After the foul shots. He wants to talk about it because Keith Williams and the Nuggets are into everything at the moment.
Unfortunate turnover by Alex McNaught there, but he does well to hustle back into the play and give himself an opportunity to take away that bucket. Doesn't get a steal or a deflection, but he does force him to the regime to earn them from the stripe.
Keith Williams averaging just a shade under 21 this season, a 76 foul line shooter.
That one looked a little bit awkward. He knew it too, stepped over the line immediately.
And he splits the pair, and now we'll get the Giants timeout. Mike Fitchett, Coach of the Year, down 7 in the second quarter to the Otago Nuggets. Look at that, looking rusty.
It's been all Sam Timmins, though. Sam Timmins, once he got to that advantage, really took over the game. He had 6 points already here in the second quarter, 12 points total, 4 rebounds as well.
1-3-1, whatever it is. If they drop straight back, Naughty be the screener, Sam Thompson be the spacer. All right, isolate this guy, Trey, Jay West, T Marsh, Hughes, okay? You got that, shoot that thing, all right? If they come out and man, let's go flat again, with you in it. Keep making those decisions. You be this guy, okay? You be this guy here. Hey, all right. Boards though, boards. We gave up like 3 in a possession, okay? Take care of it, they're all over our back, come on.
Yeah, and they're all over them at the moment. Hey, this Tom Abercrombie. That guy is a legend. Love that guy. He's loving some sales as well. Brooke Roscoe, what did the Nuggets have to say?
A couple of things here. Defensively love what they're doing at the moment. 22 points, just coming up on halfway through the second quarter. If they can maintain that, it's going to be very, very happy. On the other side, want to see them fill it up a little bit more. Not liking the shots that they're getting in terms of the positioning for Big Sammy Timmins and where they're starting the offense. So if they can start a bit deeper, get some more buckets rolling through, and then maintain this defense, they're going to be pretty happy at halftime.
Bert Matahari, a hard taskmaster on Sam Timmins.
Trey Morning back out there and working hard for that bucket.
Looking for a whistle coming back his way with the up fake. A little bit of contact, he finishes through it. Trey Morning's got to be careful. If I'm Sam Timmins, I'm going right at him, make him get his 3rd foul.
Timmins. And we got a player down on the ground. Jared West is down there, and Sam Timmins is feasting like Abercrombie on a Sal's pizza.
And I like what Coach Brett Matahari has done. He's put Jack Andrew in that's power forward spot. And now they've still got the size advantage, even with Morning back in the game. He's the one who gets the rebound there.
It's Thompson. Thompson high off the glass and one. Welcome bucket for the Giants.
And he is carrying this load for the Nelson Giants right now. 6 for 8 from the field, 14 points. A beautiful touch zone on that by Todd Withers. Takes the foul from Sam Timmins. That is his 2nd. So now the Nuggets are in the boat. The Giants were in earlier. Sam Timmins looks like he's going to get checked out for Bardsley. And this might be a time for Trey Morning to go to work now with Sam Timmins on the bench. Trey Morning's got that size advantage, that experience advantage on Jack Andrew. Maybe he can come back a little bit for the Nelson Giants in response. Sam Thompson hitting every bit of the rim on these free throws.
31-27. Boyd. West sticks with him. Doesn't matter. Hits a 3.
Only a matter of time until he gets going. Jared West, excellent defense, but Trey Boyd has that Jimmy, baby, and it's looking wet.
5 for Boyd. Your leading scorer is Thompson. Sam Thompson, is he feeling it? Can't get that to drop.
Great contest by Withers, though. Saw that was going to get given up to Thompson, closed that straight to him.
Withers, can he convert? Yes, he can. Welcome bucket from Todd Withers. Working hard on the defensive end, and that's what you want to see, a corner 3.
And he shoots a lot of threes, but if he hits them at a high rate, this is a completely different offense for the Nuggets. Completely changes the gravity of the court.
And we got a foul on Matt Bardsley, yeah. Todd Withers, a 30% foul shooter. And Keith Williams will come into the game.
That's 2 on Matt Bardsley. As Nico McCulloch checks out. Nico McCulloch has been really good with the jump shot early. 8 points for him. And I love the way he's looking for the shots in that mid-range. The Giants aren't too concerned with that area of the court, and he's taking advantage when he has the opportunity.
Jared West, just 1 for 8. You 2 for 9? Oh, he's 1 for 9. Here comes Keith Williams. He looks to push it. Cincinnati Bearcat. He's fouled. Oh, wow.
Well, and just more concerning than the misses for Jared West is the lack of bodies on the glass. Thompson gets a hand on it, but he's the lone warrior down there, and down 10 right now. The Nuggets here with a chance to really take control of the ball game in the final 4 minutes and change here in the second quarter.
Tyler Marsh picks that foul up. Darcy Knox is in the game for the Nuggets, number 9. Boyd, West on him. Here comes Williams. Withers looking over the top, finds Boyd. Pulls it down, 3 to shoot, lefty. It's too strong. Thompson bring it up himself with Todd Withers on him. Gets around Withers and then just throws it away. And he wants him to cut. He's yelling at Tyler Marsh.
You always want a player to cut when you pass to the wrong spot. he was standing there waiting for the three-point opportunity. It would have been helpful had he was going to the rim, but Marsh is a shooter. He wants that tray ball. Down 10. A few too many turnovers here for the Nelson Giants. They're normally a bit more frugal with the basketball. 5 here in the first half already, but I think most surprising, the Giants have yet to force a steal, averaging over 9 a game. That's a big key to their offense, and they need to create baskets with their defense. Haven't been able to do it yet.
Wide, okay? We're in wide. Making sure we're getting, not wide, dribble or wide. That's the 2 options, all right? Keith, I want it for you or you coming downhill. You can set the table and have a tray coming off him, all right?
Yep. Hey,
all right?
come on, listen. We run wide a couple times to get something good. Come off the wide, flip back. They not trying to switch the matchups, bro. They trying to stay as much as possible.
Yeah.
So really get downhill, and that hard head just fluke. Don't go out. Stay and go. Pause and go.
All right. Hey, you got to box out every possession, all right?
1, 2, 3.
Nuggets.
Loving the analysis from Boyd there. He sees exactly how he's being guarded. The switch isn't coming. The hard show is just trying to force the action the other way as we see the Tuatara looking at their possible opponents.
Ten-point lead for the Otago Nuggets. Nelson Giants in a 2-3 zone. Trying something different, trying to get themselves going defensively. Warning popping out. Jack Andrew, though, great recognition, but great defense.
Jared West, there's that steal.
There
Finally
it is.
got one.
It's because you brought it up. Nuggets defense is really good at the moment. Denying the cutter, having to force them to reset, making the Giants really work that shot clock. And again, forcing them into fallaways. Withers with the rebound.
They're just getting so little at the rim. The Nuggets have really played that pack defense well, forcing them into the mid-range and those tough threes that they're just not hitting. 3 for 13 from deep.
They show hard on that screen as well to the Giants, but Boyd doesn't seem bothered by it as well. We've got a whistle away from the ball.
He analyzed it perfectly in the timeout. He said the hard show is fake. It's just hard to show. He's just waiting for them to retreat, and he's attacking right off the back of it when he clears that space. It's like he's in the wake of a big boat. Once he goes out of the way, that defender's actually clearing space for him.
Get inside, attack.
Alex McNaught with his 3rd foul. Withers.
Screen coming. Come on,
Will he show hard again? Here comes Trey Morning. Sam Timmons with about 8 it. 5 to shoot. Thompson with the steal.
They got to look up, had the numbers, but they're just being a bit too conservative. They don't like to run, but this is a game where they're going to have to push the pace a bit more.
Jared West will go at Darcy Knox. And then it's Sam Timmons ripping that down.
And Sam Timmons dissuading West from going to the bucket, making it a harder shot.
Boyd lost the handle. Morning looks up, finds Trathan. Trathan for 3. Big rebound, Sam Thompson. And we've got a foul on Trathan.
They're getting nothing at the rim, even off that offensive rebound. Thompson has to go to the fadeaway. It's a bend but don't break defensive strategy by the Nuggets. They're happy to give up that mid-range all day long.
Keith Williams at the line. There's a mid-court meeting between Timmins, Boyd, and Knox. And Todd Withers is having a discussion with Brett Matahari down the other end.
Yeah, Sam Timmins needs to get in on the glass instead, leaving Keith Williams by himself. Makes that one. He knew.
He knew.
Confidence. Confidence or fatigue, one or the other.
You got it, Nick!
Knox all over Jared West. Giving him some valuable minutes as he does near the end of the second quarter. Morning though, going at Timmins. Lost the handle too much.
Careless with the basketball, unforced.
Williams felt the contact. Timmins fires it off Dempster.
Wasn't he stepping on the baseline?
Pretty short.
I'm pretty sure he
But
had
we're not
2 feet on the ground when he tried to save that.
But we're not on the baseline. We've got subs in just at the moment. Cullican, Darcy Knox. Take a sit.
Defense by Sam Dempster to do that without fouling. And the timeout to the Giants. They need to discuss things. They need to find a way to get some buckets going. Sam Thompson, Trey Morning, they're doing okay, but they've got next to nothing elsewhere. Just Jared West 3 points outside of those 2 players.
38 points to 27. 15 field goals, Casey. Just 3 assists, but 13 offensive rebounds.
There it is.
One-on-one. One-on-one in our game. All right? Execute, execute. Diamond 4. All right? Diamond 4. Simple. Their ball. Man to man. Connected. Guards, connected. Force over. Bigs, off. On the ball there. Get that done. Get a stop and we go. Hey, we play out of diamond 5. Trans 5. Regardless, if you're in trail, go and screen and dive on the rim. Okay? And then you're out high. Okay? Let's go.
Giants fans in attendance in a hole right now. 38-27 coming up. Minute 58 to go in this first half, which is flowing by.
It's flown by, and it's just because a lot of it's because shots aren't going down. Morning and Thompson for the Giants, 24 points. Just 3 points for West outside of that. But outside of those 2 top scorers, the Giants are 1 for 15 from the field.
That is grim reading. And we've got another foul. And it's going to be on Thompson. That's number 1 on him.
Oh, really nice cut. Excellent design on the baseline, out of bounds play. And Thompson just gets the shove in to take away the bucket.
Just a really good play out of the timeout. As you see, Case, like, they're just snappy. And it must be obviously a confidence thing. They got themselves in a position to play the Hawks. And they played 48 hours ago, had the rest. And then the Giants, conversely, 8 days between games, had 2 losses in a round. Haven't had a win in a couple of weeks, as you say. Woody has a habit.
Yeah, 100%. That is correct. But all that said, it just takes a couple of buckets to go down to find that rhythm again. But the Nuggets are giving them no airspace whatsoever, suffocating defense here in the first half.
West, Boyd on his hip. Trathan, contested 3. Oh, that's what he needed when he pulled up in transition. Keith Williams can only smile.
Yeah, I think he got fouled as well. I think that's why Keith Williams is smelling. Gave him a bit of a high five on the make. Trathan stands up and gets a bucket.
And we've got a shot clock problem. It's just 23 on the shot clock.
There we see the shot. There we see the high five. With 2 seconds on the shot clock. Big bucket there by Nick Trathan. Cutting it back to 10, but most of all, just letting the Giants know that, hey, that ball can actually go through the net. Let's try that a few times.
18 on the shot clock now.
Now we see just a replay of when the shot clock wasn't working.
Williams attacking Thompson. Bounce pass. Withers, corner 3 again. Oh, Todd Withers, another 3.
Really nice setup there by Keith Williams. Powerful drive, drawing defenders. Dempster challenges nicely, but Withers has found a bit of rhythm.
It is a plus 14 rebound advantage for the Nuggets in the first half. That's huge. West knocks down a 3. That's huge.
Needs some triples to start falling. 2 for 11 from the field now, but he is going to keep shooting. He has to. They depend on him for points.
Boyd, floater game is crisp.
That's a really nice misdirection there. It looks like he's hesitating to pull it back out. Instead, goes back to the attack.
West back-to-back threes. Jack Andrew with a big board.
Yeah, look, I don't mind the quick one there. You're looking for the 2-for-1 late, but in the second half, the Giants have to move the ball side to side, force the Nuggets defense to adjust before they attack in the interior.
Nico McCulloch back out to Boyd. Over the top of the defense. Oh, that rips! Trey Boyd!
He reaches double figures with that one. And the Nuggies are well in control here in the first half. Desperation time for the Giants here.
West for three. Step back! Knocks it down at halftime. He shakes his head. He needs to get going. The Giants need to get going. They head to halftime down 12, 48-36. It's been all Otago. The Nuggets in control in the second semi-final.
Well, a tremendous comeback there by Jared West. Just enough at the right time to give a little bit of hope. But they got to find some answers here at halftime.
Sam Thompson's with Brooke Rusko.
Sam Thompson, right now, you're filling it up. 15 points in the first half for you, but a couple big threes late from Jared West. How important is that going into the second half?
It's huge, man. He's been great for us all season. We know he's going to get it going. We're most worried about the defensive end. We're not defending like we need to be defended. We're not rebounding like we need to rebound. We'll clean that stuff up. We'll be all right.
How do you guys win this one and make it to the finals?
Defend and rebound. You know, we're not doing what we need to do on the defensive end. We're not doing what we need to do with the 50-50 balls.
Good luck in the second half. We welcome in Captain Big Sammy Timmons. Great first half from you boys. Couple threes late there that really hurt you guys, giving them a little bit of momentum heading into the half. But a big thing for you guys must have been offensive rebounds, 10 in their first half. Was that an emphasis going into this one?
I think we're just a physical and athletic team, and we play like dogs and we get on the offensive rebounds. That's not really like something we emphasize coming into this game specifically. It's just what we try to do every single game. But yeah, they had a couple of tough deep threes. They were well contested. Obviously, Jared West, he's known for making big ones and tough ones, and at the end of the half, the momentum is good. But we also had some big threes too. We're getting good looks, and we just got to keep digging in and executing on defense.
You guys played the other night. Fatigue can't be a factor at this time of the year. How do you guys bring this one home?
Bro, if you need motivation or you need some extra reason to get up and going at this point, like, what are you doing here, man?
Well, good luck for the second half.
Yes, sir.
One of the all-time quotes from Sam Timmons. He is absolutely correct. There's 20 minutes of basketball left in the season for one of these teams. The right to go to the Sal's NBL Grand Final tomorrow night is on the line. We'll be back after the break.
Welcome back to Event Finder Stadium, home of the Sal's NBL semi-final number 2 between the Giants and the Nuggets. 12-point lead right now to the Nuggets, and there's a reason that Coach Fitchett was Coach of the Year. Casey, what's he saying right now?
Well, he's still talking about what they have to do because they have to figure it out. The attack is not what it needs to be. I think they have to pick up the pace and run with a little bit more deliberation because right now the slow pace is not working in their favor. They have to find some other answers, and maybe that is the one. But right now, it's all about the glass. You got to box somebody out.
No, that's it. And how do you slow down someone like Big Sammy Timmons? He's getting to the boards. 12 points right now. He's been huge.
Sam Timmons has been fantastic early. I just don't think they put enough of a body on him. It wasn't bad early when Trey Morning was around, but his aggressiveness on the glass, and once he had those mismatches in the post, he just started going to work. And it's plays like this that drive you crazy. The jab step from 17 feet, driving right by a defender without any kind of defensive wherewithal whatsoever. You see the tip, nobody on the body, and he's got as good as that year as Sam Dempster has had. If Sam Dempster is guarding Sam Timmons in the block, that should be a one-way street. He's got to go to work all day on that. The Giants have to send multiple bodies for him. As for Sam Thompson, he's been carrying that load. His athleticism in transition has been great. He's been the only one who's been really able to get to his shot with consistency, as evidenced by that 15-point scoreline and the highlights in. Some solid defense as well, but he can't do it alone. And the fact that he's doing it mostly on his own is a big trouble sign for the Giants.
Well, we're about to find out what is going to happen in the second half. Before we get there, the first half and the stats. It is a 12-point lead right now, Casey, and as we look through there, the big one is the O boards.
100% the rebounds, those offensive rebounds 13-5, but rebounds overall, a 15 rebound advantage at halftime. But if you're the Nuggets, you love those defensive stats on the Giants. You're holding them under 40%. The Giants were pretty lucky because of a couple of deep West threes to get to 33 from deep. And you've only sent it to the line 4 times. That is a recipe for success if you're an Otago Nuggets fan.
Well, they're filling it up right now, 48 points. How do you slow down a team like the Otago Nuggets when they get rolling like this?
Well, I think instead of doing the hard show, you got to start doubling and getting in those passing lanes, forcing turnovers. We heard Mike Fitchett before the game say, we have to create turnovers to get ourselves going offensively to get some easy buckets. Well, they've just got 3 steals at halftime. They need to pick that up in the second half, forcing a few of those to get some easy buckets. That might get the ball rolling.
Well, they need to get it going, and they need to get it going quickly. Second half is going to be back right after this. I cannot wait to see what we have in store. We'll be back straight after the break.
Welcome back to semi-final number 2. Nelson Giants in a hole against the Otago Nuggets, 48-36. Third quarter about to get underway in a matter of seconds. Casey Frank, Trey Boyd, instrumental in just keeping pace for the Nuggets. Jared West starting to get cooking near the end of that second quarter. What do the Giants have to do to get it back into this game?
I do think they have to pick the pace up a little bit and defend with a little bit more physicality. Obviously, they have to clean up things on the glass. That's just not good enough. But the name of the game is putting the ball in the bucket. And if they don't start getting some shots to fall somewhere around the thing, it's going to go down. But it is all about the point guards. Jared West is the engine for this Giants squad. He's going to have to find a way to get some activity going towards the cup and get some assists, get some other guys involved. He's one of the leading assist men in the competition. He's got 4 tonight, but he needs more. And Trey Boyd, he's going to have the ball in hand the rest of this ball game. He is letting Jared West know about it as well. Right now, he is coming to play, and he is going to be tough to stop moving forward.
McCulloch and McNaught. McCulloch felt like McNaught fouled him. He's talking to the ref, but Mourning into a brick wall. That's Sam Timmons. Sam Timmons, good defense, better offense though, beats it that time.
Look how much attention Mourning gets in the post though. There's 3 players on that side of the midline, all digging at him. He's still able to get the bucket, but man, they're putting so much focus on the ball, not worried about the weak side at all.
Timmons with 4 to shoot. On the reverse. Sam Timmons, my goodness.
Wow.
The patience on the block.
And how about getting that shot to go in? Just about landed, would have been a travel, but has the strength to still get it up off the glass and in.
Thompson. There's McNaught, good defense from McCulloch. He turns, he shoots, and he nails it.
And that's a welcome sight for Coach Mike Fitchett. Finally, somebody outside of the big 3 has some activity in the game. Nick Tratham, the only other player outside of McNaught to score outside the imports.
Keith Williams, Sam Timmons, a lot of attention. Corner 3. He's off. Here comes Trey Mourning. Son of Alonzo. McNaught in the corner, up fake, stepping through. Floater, Todd Withers got a piece of it. McNaught hustling to get a rebound off that block. Dempster,
Oh,
in and out.
the Giants could feel that one go in.
And he runs into Dempster,
Oh,
does
my
Keith
goodness.
Williams.
To me, that's got to be a charge. Sam Dempster's just standing there. Keith Williams changes directions late. Instead, the whistle goes the other way. I mean, what do you have to do? If that's not a charge, I don't know what is.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You sound like the officials when I used to tell them the same stuff.
Williams. Don't forget House of Dragons coming to Neon and Soho.
Not
Few
boxing
days'
out.
time.
You don't
Another
forget. I'll be watching that.
offensive rebound for the Nuggets, and Todd Withers makes the Giants pay. They are getting smashed on the glass.
Man.
34-19.
All the Giants went and chased the basketball. You got to find a body. You got to box out. When you're getting destroyed on the glass, which they are right now, you have to be physical. You have to be the aggressor. That's not the case yet.
Thompson. Nothing doing. Nuggets crashing the glass. And McNaught tying up Timmons. Great job. And it's going to go to the Nuggets on the possession arrow.
Not sure what Sam Timmons is complaining about, but good aggressiveness there by Alex Manock. 2 hands on the basketball. The hustle isn't rewarded yet, but it does get them an extra possession later in the game. Now they got to take that same hustle, bring it to the defensive side of the ball, and find it on the glass. Trey Boyd, he's going to be deliberate from here on out. He's going to be orchestrating this offense like a maestro.
Here's that show, excuse me. McCulloch turns it over, and we've got a foul.
4th on Alex McNaught.
Alex McNaught. He is a bulldog of a defender, but he's too aggressive tonight for the referee's liking.
Gotta say, I didn't see that. Gotta say, I didn't see that foul there. Alex McNaught doesn't have much of a complaint because he's a good young fella, but here we see the drive. Let's see where the contact is. If you're gonna call that, we're gonna have 75 fouls a game.
Another foul called.
Sam Dempster just getting a hand in the cookie jar there. A little too aggressive. And I know Alex McNaught doesn't score a lot of points for this team, but he is crucial to their defensive mindset. The Nuggets built that 10-point lead when he went to the bench with 3. And it's going to probably continue to build with him on the bench now in the second half.
Oh, Keith Williams! Sweeping in and dunking it.
Every time something goes right for the Giants, they make a mistake to compound it and give it back. They're going to have to string good plays together, but the Nuggets will not let them.
15 is the lead. Jared West knocks down a 3. He needs to start going and get quick with it as well.
Absolutely needs some more of those to drop. He has found a little bit of rhythm. He just wants it to continue.
Trey Boyd misses that. The DJ's playing the MC song. Here's Trey Morning. And there come McCulloch. Got some of that.
Is that not shooting? They're saying that's on the ground. He's in the shooting motion, but apparently not.
Mike Fitch is saying he's going to shoot.
I mean, there's been 4 calls here in the second half that have absolutely not gone the Giants' way. What else is he going to go do there at that point?
He's going to kick it out to his shooters who are just coming over halfway.
It's been hard going here in the second half for the Giants. You just got to find a way to change this momentum.
Mike Fitchett, he is
focused.
Really focused on how he can get out of this hole. Oh yeah, Trey Morning, that gets the bench up on their feet.
Well, despite everything, as poorly as the Giants are playing, they're only down 9. They are in this ball game if they can string some stops together.
They have to protect the glass. And they have to stop Sam Timmons in the paint. Nico McCulloch is looking for him. Good defense. Oh, and they thought they had it?
Well, they did. The ball went off. Thompson hit it the left. I thought it went off the chest of McCulloch. Take another look at it. Here we see the hand, and that's right off his chest. It's an easy, right in front of the official. You can't miss that one, but like I said, nothing going the Giants' way.
And now the Giants do get a stop. Tyler Marsh looking for Thompson. It's Jared West working with Trey Morning. That's good. Lead is 7.
Well, he's starting to be a little bit more exploratory with the dribble, creating some options, and things starting to get a little tight for the Nuggets as the Giants continue to fight.
Aitchison's in the game. I believe first minute. He's seen McCulloch. Knocks down that 3, sticks the tongue out.
He's had some really timely buckets this evening. That puts him into double figures, 11 points now, and the moon ball strikes again.
Dempster trying to feed Thompson on the baseline. Timmons on the floor. Dempster got a hand to it, but McCulloch came to get it. And now it's Trey Boyd crossing half court. Pull-up 3 from way downtown. Todd Withers hustling for it.
Foul called on Withers. That'll be his second personal foul. On these drives to the paint, the Nuggets aren't threatened because every driver that's going in isn't looking to finish at the rim. They're dissuaded by the size of Timmons and his shot blocking ability. And because you're not a threat, those defenders that you're looking to fool with the little drop-off passes are in the passing lanes instead of worrying about the rebound. Somebody's gonna have to keep attacking the rim and force those defenders to worry about that instead of the pass.
They may rap switch them now, so then we're turtle.
Mike Fitch just walking up, warming up, and
with Trey rolling now, they may come out and start switching those ball screens. If they do, cool. 4 round 1, you dive. Hey, first thing we look at, we're gonna come down in horns 2 right now. Yo, horns 2, pop it. Hey, if we draw the switch, you're gonna pop and then dive on the rim, okay? You would have cut, we'll play behind, like we'll fill the outside spots, okay? But we're looking at that pop, it's nice right now, it's working. Don't fall in love with the jumper though, you can put it on the floor too. Hey, we've still been a little bit soft on the O board, on the glass down there, come on, pick it up.
Giants on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Giants, and we got to get to our Zeds.
Make sure we're in the right space and 2.
And Brooke Roscoe is with Coach Aaron Young of the Tuatara after a fantastic semi-final last night. Brooke,
Yes, joined here by Coach Aaron Young, and I think we're all still buzzing off last night's match. How are you feeling? How's the team feeling, 24 hours on?
I tell you what, having the day off, huge blessing. For myself, for the group, we didn't do anything today. We just let ourselves reset, and just such a high last night, but we understand we got to come back to the ground level and get ourselves ready for a big game tomorrow.
Yeah, big game tomorrow, but the game last night, there was points in there where, outside looking in, I was thinking, man, it's going to be tough for you guys to actually get back into this game. Rob Lowe, huge, amazing. But was there points there last night where you think, man, this is going to be tough for us to get this one?
It's a funny thing, like throughout the course of the game, even late when we, were in a pretty big hole, I just remember myself and the group just being extremely present in the moment. I guess in those situations, you never anticipate your team being out of it and your season being over, so you never want it to end, so you just focus on that one possession, one play. And I felt that within the rest of the group, everyone just stuck with it, kept their belief, and it paid off.
Belief seems to be a big word at the moment. All right, before we let you get back to watching this game here tonight, who do you think, inevitably dumb question, but who do you think you're playing tomorrow night?
Both teams, obviously Giants have had a great season. They have the ability right now to get back in this game with their defensive intensity, but both teams, present a big challenge, and we're going to be ready for whoever.
I like that answer. All right, you will be here tomorrow. Don't forget, guys, you can catch that game live on Sky Sport, 7:30 tomorrow night.
and free to wear on Prime. Thanks, Brooke. Thanks to Aaron for his time. And the build-up is from 7 p.m. as well. As Keith Williams pushes it 3 Giants back. And he waits for his teammates, but he finds a cutting Aitchison. Aitchison, Josh, gets a squeaker.
Big buckets by players you don't really count on moving without the basketball. Aitchison doesn't leave Williams on an island and is rewarded for it. And watch out here.
Oh, with the windmill.
Whoa.
Reverse and a windmill tonight.
Well, this, unfortunately for the Giants, is as sloppy with the basketball as they've been all season long. The Nuggets are all over these passing lanes on the telegraph passes from the Giants.
Thompson, Morning, West all alone. Knocks down that 3.
Well, off to a slow start, but now he's 5 for 13 from deep, 15 points, all triples.
I don't know about you, Case, but it's all Giants at the moment. Look at them all over there, but the Nuggets have just been so clinical, but anything can happen, as we saw last night. There is still so much basketball to go in this game.
I'll tell you one thing I'm not going to do. Say somebody's going to win this game a little bit early today. Here we see the beautiful dunk in transition. Take your time and force that bad boy over the rim. Have a look at your bench afterwards. That was easy.
That must feel so cold.
It's been a while, but it was back in the day.
Withers misses the 3. Dempster with the rebound.
All right, huge 2 minutes here for the Giants. If they don't get this down to 8, 7 points, it's going to be real difficult then for them to score enough points in the fourth quarter to get it done.
Mismatch, West, Andrew on him, sticking with him. Goes by him, Thompson, contested 3, air ball. Withers looking for it, an outlet.
Great defense by Boyd. He played the passing lane and still contested the shot. Really heads up play by him.
Oh, the look, Timmons with the flush.
And it's just all the activity on the ball. No help side for Sam Timmons as Trey Morning becomes disconnected. An easy finish for Timmons, leading scorer in the ball game with 16.
And Trey Boyd with the hands, screaming, let's go at his bench. And that bounce pass is gorgeous. The finish is what you'd expect from a man his size. Sam Timmons.
Served on a platter. Trey Boyd hooking the big fella up. Trey Boyd, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists now.
I just feel as though Trey Boyd His confidence has just seemed so infectious for this Nuggets team. Again, the rebound falls to them. Timmins is leaked out, and he gets the catch, passes pinpoint, squeezes it through. Boyd has it. He goes down, and oh no, he's rolled his ankle, has he? He is clutching his foot.
Yeah,
he's okay.
Tweaked it a bit. Thankfully, he looks like he's not severely injured. An unfortunate step there. Here we see the replay.
He's going to do them up extra tight.
Oh yeah, he took a knee to the calf, and Jared West just sort of took out that lower leg trying to chase after the basketball. Jared West picks up his first personal.
He's helped up.
An interesting decision here, yeah. Trey Boyd to the bench. Fortunate for Coach Brett Matahare. He does have a solid second point guard in Nico McCullough. But that is a guy that you want to see healthy very quickly. Not just to finish this game, but for any hopes of anything going forward. Mark it now, 131. Trey Boyd goes to the bench, up 13.
Now this is a crucial period for the Giants then. Unfortunately, to capitalize on this, as Timmins fires it to McCulloch. Nico McCulloch off the bench can't hit that, and it's going to be a Todd Withers foul. That is number 3 on Withers.
No foul trouble for either team outside of Withers with 3 and Alex McNaught with 4.
Withers sits, Aitchison back in the game. .40 rebounds for the Nuggets.
15 of them offensive, which amazingly is an improvement here in the third quarter for the Giants on the defensive glass.
West driving. Good defense. Oh my goodness. Swatted away by the Nuggets.
Just 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Dest is fouled. Too aggressive. Really good defense until 23 seconds. Well, and then, of course, the missed shot clock as well. And it's just, they're everything. They're everywhere at the moment.
15 fouls, so Dempster goes to the free throw line, trying to hit a couple from the Razine and find himself a little bit of rhythm. Hasn't scored yet. 8 rebounds, still trying to affect the game, but he needs to get something through the net. And maybe this trip to the Razine will give him some confidence on that next look from deep.
Let's go to Brooke, who's got an update on Trey Boyd's foot.
Yeah, good news if you're a fan of the Otago Nuggets. Trey Boyd gave the all clear. Ginger, you've ever rolled your ankle before, he's got that burning feeling, but apparently he's good to go, and it looks like he'll be back in this ball game.
That is good news for Trey Boyd and the game for the Nuggets.
Look at Jared West harassing Nico McCulloch.
McCulloch, nothing but net. That's nice.
And that's how you respond to that defensive pressure. Come off the on ball in that mid-range where you're so comfortable and drop it home.
Just Trayton. Morning, stepping through. Off the glass.
He tried to teabag it.
He tried to throw it up like teabag, you're right. Couldn't quite get it, but gets the rebound and puts it in.
Had it there. What an inventive play by Trey Morning. Down to 11. Can the Nuggets respond yet again?
Closing out the third is Keith Williams. 5 to shoot. McCulloch for 3. High archer. Left it short. Timmins over the back of the backboard. A wild finish to the end of the third quarter. But it is the Nuggets again with a double-digit lead. This time it's 11. 66 to 55. We'll be back with the fourth quarter shortly. Welcome back to Event Finder Stadium, Tamaki Makaurau. And it is all Otago Nuggets. Pedro Cameron in attendance, Tall Blacks coach. And on display are the Nuggets showing out. Big man Sam Timmins getting it done, 16 points and 8 rebounds for him. The Giants, what can they come up with in this fourth quarter? They are in a bit of a hole at the moment. And Mike Fitchett joins us now, the Giants head coach. Mike, what did you tell them at three-quarter time to get you out of this hole?
Yeah, just a little ball screen defense adjustment. Again, taking care of their boards. They're killing us on the glass right now, and a couple of offensive things to try and get us going.
How can you get things, force a few turnovers defensively and pick up the speed there? You've only forced 2 steals up to this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, it's not who we are right now. They're doing credit to them, they're doing a hell of a job.
Thanks, mate, appreciate it. Turnover there. And Keith Williams, Thompson's on his hip. Puts it up and then it goes down on the floor, looks at the referee.
Keith Williams with a strong move there. Able to take that contact, still get the finish in the mid-range. Difficult 12-footer.
Morning knocks that down.
Trey Morning been tremendous in the second half. 11 points as we see the unforced error as Todd Withers thought that Trey Boyd was running with it. Instead, he's staying. Exactly what the Giants needed. A bucket, a stop, and now you got to string those things together. Still down 11, but plenty of time.
Here's West. Morning wants it. McCulloch, tough defense on him, but here's the smaller man, and Trey Morning drops the shoulder. Knocks that down, 2 straight for Trey Morning.
Man, he is showing the shooting stroke. 10 for 16, 22 points. Carrying that offense here in the second half, giving the Giants a chance.
What's Timmins got here? He's going into the post, going at Morning. A little strong. He covered the Giants, Casey. Trey Morning just a little bit wild though. Keith Williams on his hip. Boyd, it's a 4-on-2 for the Nuggets. McCulloch, that high arcing 3, big rebound, McNaught. Alex McNaught.
That looks like a foul on Keith Williams, will be his first. Alex McNaught hustle. Trey Morning needed to give that one up a little bit sooner to Sam Thompson, who himself is trying to get going here in the second half. Hasn't had a lot of effect on the game, or hasn't had a lot of ball in hand in that third quarter. He wouldn't mind a little bit of a rhythm touch here or there.
Giants with another possession. Down 9. Jared West dancing with that sideline. Trathon Withers pokes it away with Trey Boyd. And now Trathon's on his hip, and he gets all of Trey Boyd on that one. Withers wants the unsportsmanlike, but just tough defense. Just an unfortunate time to turn the ball over for the Nuggets.
And see Trathon hustling in, goes at it, and gets a lot of basketball, so no unsportsmanlike there. Good, solid foul. Trey Boyd to the regime. But once again, a careless turnover forced by Todd Withers. Trathon just being bodied up as he's dribbling the basketball, forced off his line. Withers affecting the game on both ends, as he does.
Trey Boyd tonight, just 4 of 14, 11 points. But he's got 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, just the 1 turnover for the point guard. A high usage point guard, a scoring, passing point guard in this league is an absolute gem. He's a nugget. He's a golden nugget.
Such a bonus when you got a guy can do it in different kinds of styles. He just doesn't have to fill it up. He can find other ways to orchestrate the offense.
Oh, Alex McNaught with the left, but misses. Trey Morning, though, with a rare offensive rebound. And Sam Timmins is there, losing the ball. And we got a foul I believe it's going to be on McNaught.
I think it's Trathan.
No, it's
Trathan.
Trathan. It is Nick Trathan. And so that's his third.
You can't fault the work rate for this Giant squad. They are putting in a lot of effort. They haven't stopped working. They just haven't been able to convert. The execution is where they failed. 11 turnovers tonight. That is over their or right at their season average for an entire game. A tip of the cap once again to the Nuggets and their game plan defensively, making it really difficult.
Just the 6 turnovers for the Southern franchise. The more Southern of the 2 franchises, as Timmins just goes to work on the block off the glass.
Just bigged him there, backed him down right to the block, and when he got deep enough, went to that little baby left hook.
It's Thompson. Tough angle. We've got an offensive foul, the push-off on Jared West.
Wow.
Pushing off Nico McCulloch.
I mean, with the level of physicality that defenders are allowed to get, look at this, he's tied up there. He's being grabbed with both hands, and you call it an offensive foul. I mean, I might get if that happened to me, I might get teed up.
That's a given.
He's being grabbed with both arms, and you call the offensive. Interesting.
Boyd. Loose ball, Jared West has it. Pushing. Look away. McNaught has it. West shoots a 3. Knocks it down. Keith Williams is out. Keith Williams gets a bucket. And then there's a timeout for Mike Fitchett. Well, you just can't let a guy like him leak out. Just when the Giants want to make a run, the Nuggets snap back into action.
Well, a huge shot once again by West, but Keith Williams takes off. Great outlet pass by Timmins. Uses the strength, misses it. Might have been a delay of game walking around with a basketball there, but a timeout is called, so let off the hook. And Keith Williams and this Nuggets squad starting to feel a little bit of confidence. 6 minutes left.
Come out this one.
And they're oh so close to a finals trip.
Inbounder. You two up. Jay West here. Naughty. If they pressure it, Naughty screen for Jay West. Open up. You're long. You're in the middle, Nick. All right. We draw 2. So Naughty, then you go. Or whoever hasn't got it, go. Sam Thompson, you're back. We got the reverse. We look ahead. Hey, offensively right now. Offensively. A little diamond 3, couple positions, okay? Get out, 4-man, you're the 4-man, come and set the screen for the feeder. Here we go.
If they gotta go, they gotta go now. 74-62, Brooke, we're heading here in the Nuggets timeout. What'd you hear, Brooke?
Coach Brett Matahari, a lot of the times when you get to this point, 12-point lead, 6 minutes to go, you can go into the shower. He demanded that they stay doing what they do, get out in transition. We're not settling just yet. We can take the air out of the ball a little bit later, but not right now.
Winner of this plays the Auckland Tuatara tomorrow night. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. on Sky, freeware on Prime from 7:30. Sal's NBL Grand Final, a spot up for grabs here tonight. Giants, how much do they want it? They have been taken out of their game so far tonight. The Nuggets have been supreme. Here comes Thompson, spinning, left hand, what a finish.
His first bucket of the second half. Finally gets a touch in a scoring position, uses his physical gifts to get to the bucket.
Time winding down on the shot clock. Boyd dancing with it. Oh, rattles down a huge 3.
Just too much space by Trathan. You have to understand the man you're guarding. You want to force him down. He's looking for the jump shot there late. Another big hit by him.
Trathan rips a 3.
Right back at you. I know you can do it on one end, but I can do it on another. Keeping pace right now, but the clock is the friend of the Otago Nuggets.
Nuggets were the #1 team on the Sal's NBL ladder for a part of the season. 12 wins, 6 losses. Nuggets had 10 wins. Now they're up 10. Timmins can't get that. Jared West has the ball coming up midway through this fourth quarter.
A much better job on the defensive glass in the second half by the Giants. Just 4 offensive rebounds given up.
West can't get it to go. Oh, what an offensive tip by Trayton. Thompson, great defense by Withers.
Man, there's a lot of contact there.
Williams pushing the pace off the glass and in. Keith Williams, all muscle, bustle, and hustle.
Keith Williams is dominating down the stretch. In transition, he gets a leak out. He is going to town. 18 points on 7 for 14 from the field. And look at the power on the finish. Straight at Trey Morning.
Jared West fires into the corner. Thompson knocks down a 3.
Oh, the Giants are not going to quietly into that good night. Keeping it at this 9-point lead, but it is now or never. They have to get stops. 4 minutes left, 9 points the difference. If they don't stop them now, it will not happen.
20 for Thompson. Boyd going back at him. Ah, Trey Boyd is ice cold.
He is ice cold.
He's shelling the Nuggets fans.
It is chilly in those veins.
To quieten down. Oh, Williams all over West. Give it up. Withers is behind you. There it is. Todd Withers with the follow.
Keith Williams has been tremendous. Forces another steal. His 4th of the ball game, and that one ends up into the pass, and the Nuggets are dominating these passing lanes.
They're falling over each other to get the ball. Boyd had it stripped away. Alex McNaught spins into midcourt. Gives it up. Thompson with the dunk. Timeout call, Brent Matahari. They are back and forth. The lead is still 11 for the Nuggets.
Wow, that is up and down as fast as you like it. Mike Fitchett determined to get some calls from the officiating crew that are not going his way. As Williams loses it there, but the unselfish dish off. Withers smashes it home. A turnover coming the other way, a turnover back, and then a dunk right back at you on the other end. I said, I think about 7 points ago that Sam Thompson had his first bucket. Well, that's 7 straight for Sam Thompson now.
22, 9 of 18.
All right, we can get it over the top. We can play. I want us to continue to be aggressive right here. All right, keep getting to the rim. Okay? In terms of offense, whoa. Offense, all right? We are in wide, okay? In secondaries, wide and secondaries. If we're gonna come, we're not gonna come to on balls anymore because they're blitzing. If we do get in an on ball, get rid of it quick and go back, all right? Yeah.
And what you did see there in some of those plays as they come towards half court, worked so well against the Hawks, was that trap that they bring up at half court. Once they get the ball over half court, it suddenly becomes that third defender, and that has worked at times tonight. Pretty good ball handlers between McCulloch and Boyd, but let's go to Brooke Herden-Air on the Giants timeout.
Intensity from Coach of the Year, Mike Fitchett. He demands greatness from them right now. 3 minutes and 24 left, potentially in their season. A really nice way of putting it. He said, we're going to be sharp and quick, but we're not rushed. And go and get the ball. Too many turnovers right now. Go to the ball, or else the Tigers going to get it.
Look at Alex McNaught working. Need that turnover. Hawking. Boyd dancing with West. Dagger's throwing at the Giants as well.
Big players hit big shots, and Trey Boyd is as big as they come in the NBL right now. What a shot under pressure.
McNaught trying to drop it off from Thompson. Trayton has it, stepping around Timmins. Timmins just swallows up that rebound.
The Giants just have no confidence on the drive. They are fearful of Timmins and Withers' shot blocking abilities at the rim. Unable to finish there. Makes it so much harder.
Just like that, it was now 16 with 2:23 to go in the game. Timmins makes it 18. Trey Boyd's got words for Sam Timmins.
I'll tell you what, I mean, there's winning and there's talking a little smack, but this is a little classless. Up 16, dunking on a point guard who's challenging the shot, trying to get angry about it.
Sam Timmins is pumped right now. Alex McNaught is probably 5'10".
On a good day, when he wakes up. Here we see a beautiful pass from Trey Boyd, an athletic finish from Timmins, who stares down, talks to him, and Mourning doesn't like it, and then Timmins with a little, come on, let's go. But really, that's two guys who don't really, they want to talk. They just want to discuss things. They don't want to do more than that.
Thompson, batted off the rim. Trathon can't get that to go. Time is running out. Under 2 to go now for the Giants. The Nuggets, another game where they have just stepped it up again. McCulloch in the corner. Trathon over half court. Nice pass to West. Jared West, tough layup, goes down, gets back up. Might just be a little bit too late, unfortunately. 14 is the lead, under a minute 30 to go. The Nuggets in control.
All about the shot clock now, just want to use up every inch of it for possessions.
The Tuatara await the Nuggets as Keith Williams falls away. McCulloch with another offensive rebound. That is 16 in the game, 17. 47 overall. Dominant performance on the glass. Winding down that shot clock. Boyd to his left. Boyd left it all.
Oh, how about this Otago Nuggets squad winning in overtime in the last game of the season to move from the 6th seed to the 3rd, to play the Hawke's Bay Hawks, defeat them with ease, come into the semifinal matchup against the Nelson Giants, who all season long rode head and shoulders above the competition, and they have absolutely turned the clamps on them, holding them to 41%. And outside of West, Mourning, and Thompson, who have scored 66, just 8 points allowed. Clinical defensively.
Tough night for the Giants. Just taken out of everything that has worked for them through the regular season. Thompson, wow, force it there, nothing doing.
It looked like a bit of contact as he was going up with a jump shot, but that seems to be the way the story's being read today.
And Trey Boyd just dancing with it. Why have they got to pick on Alex McNaught like that? McNaught, I should say, excuse me.
Who just fouls out there.
Alex McNaught, tough night, hustled hard, worked for everything. Handshake and a head rub from former point guard head coach. Nice moments for Alex McNaught from his teammates on the bench. Ben Simmons in the game. It's the bench mob now out there for the Nuggets. We've got a big game tomorrow night in this very venue, on this very floor. The Tuatara in attendance, lie in wait.
7 fucking awards!
And I'll tell you what, Brett Mataheri is ready for it.
Pretty excited. This Brett Mataheri.
Oh, the cut, the pass, Bardsley. Came off his hands. And it came off a Giant's hand, and Brett Mataheri
calling the timeout.
Calling a timeout.
That's well, he's rubbing some salt in the wound right now.
With 14
Mike
in
Finch
the lead.
Not appreciative of it. He's telling his team to just stay out there. Not sure what. Well, I am sure what Brett Matahari is doing. He is rubbing salt in the wound. Yeah, he just mentioned, I'm not sure if it was heard on air as he screamed it out, but he said something about the awards and not being nice to them. So,
And I tell you what, the Giants are just staring down at the Nuggets bench. They are just locked on the Nuggets. It is spicy, man.
yeah. Well, all's fair in love and war, and apparently basketball games.
Oh, there are words, and there are feelings. We're in the middle, Case.
I like it.
I like it,
I like
a
it a
lot.
lot.
I like it a lot as well. We've got a foul on the baseline.
But here's the thing. If I'm one of the Nelson Giants guys and somebody goes up for a layup right now, I'm going to try and put him down.
I know you are.
I'm going to put him down hard.
I know you would.
And if,
That's you.
if Brent Matahane is going to
Yeah.
call that timeout
Well,
and put in his subs, his
Yeah.
bench guys, you got to leave your dogs out there if you want to go to war. And that's what that timeout is. So he's playing a dangerous game. Matt Bardsley connects.
Knocks that down. I am looking forward to the handshake line, if there is one. This is the second. Deemster with the rebounds. Shot clock is off. 13 seconds to go in the Giants season. And that pretty much, unfortunately, sums it up for them. It's their 15th turnover. That has just been part of the story. Just 41% from the field. The rebound advantage has evened up a little bit. It's just +8 now. The offensive rebounds, 17 given up by the Giants.
Well, a disappointing season end to the Giants, but how about this for the Nuggets? Into the finals they go.
89-74 is your final score. And the Otago Nuggets will go to the Sal's NBL Grand Final. What a performance over the Nelson Giants. They are on a heater, and they are going to run into the twin towers of Chris Johnson and an absolutely fire Rob Lowe.
Tremendous effort, start to finish from this Nuggets squad. They absolutely shut down the three-point line in that first half.
And then you might not have seen it there, but Sam Timmins and Trey Morning exchanging pleasantries in a good way.
Those guys just want to talk.
They just want to talk. And Alex
just
McNaught
wanna
and
talk
Sam
themselves.
Timmins also shared it as well. He's getting some love from Todd Withers as well. Jared West, tough night from him. And Todd Withers has words for everybody, which is really nice to see. So maybe when the clock is running, they have dark thoughts and strong words, but right now, the words are going to come from Trey Boydes with Brooke Roscoe.
That's right, I'm joined right now by Trey Boyd. Big time players make big time plays. You took over late in their bowl game. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I mean, anything was gonna be here, but look at my team celebrating. Like, we know we worked hard all year for this, so it's nothing new to us, but we just wanted to show the world we got one more.
You got one more this tomorrow night. You hit a little bit of a roll of the ankle. How's that?
I gotta get, recovery starts now. I gotta elevate it tonight, but I'll be fine. I finished this game, so it's not as bad as I thought it was.
It's good to hear. Very contrasting styles tomorrow. This is the grand final. Biggs, Rob Lowe, Chris Johnson, you guys, the backcourt, yourself, Keith Williams, Nico McCulloch. How do you guys win this one tomorrow night?
Paying attention to the scout and locking in on defense. Like tonight, we rebounded against a good rebounding team. So if we do that tomorrow, we'll be grabbing that championship game.
Man, you look like you're having fun out there, Dawson. Congratulations. Good luck tomorrow night.
Well, what a performance by Trey Boyd. He's huge, 50 points in 2 games here in the finals. He scored his points tonight in a bevy of ways. Look at the beautiful move on the baseline. The Trey ball was dropping. The mid-range game coming as well. That was a huge shot there. That was the one that he was letting everybody know about. The touch never went away. He had the assist to go with it as well. 20 points. Co-leading scorer in the game for the Nuggets. 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Leading from the front as a good point guard should. And he's got his Nuggets with one hand on the trophy, trying to snatch it with 2.
Trey Mornings with Brooke Roscoe.
Yeah, Trey, it's always tough to talk to someone after a game like that, after the season that you guys had, but you know, you go down 15 tonight. Where did that one go wrong?
A lot of ways. You know, you got to look at the drawing board. We'll watch the film, and obviously we're not coming back together to play a game again, but there's plenty we can take away from this.
I've watched you all season long. You've been the absolute professional. You've adapted to the lifestyle down in there, and Nelson, I heard that they absolutely love you. Game didn't go that way, but you must have made some lifetime friends in that locker room.
Yeah. I've said it before. It's a blessing to play with these guys, and Nelson's a special place with special people who really support their team and they're overall good people. And I really appreciate how they, I really appreciate how you all have welcomed me, have welcomed the team, have supported us through thick and thin this year, through ups and downs. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Trey, it was great to have you over here this year. You're a superstar in this league, and hopefully we get you back.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Class from Trey Morning and the Nelson Giants. And Casey, by all accounts, this is a very tight unit, and this will be very tough to take.
And Trey Morning came out to play. He was hot early, and unfortunately for the Giants, picked up that second foul, and that's when things started to change for him. He came out in the second half, went back to work, 13 second half points, finished 10 for 17 from the field with 9 rebounds. As well as he was playing, he just could not carry the load. Morning did all he could, but in the end, that Nugget side was just too tough.
Trey Morning walks off into the gym, disappointment on his face, and we really appreciate the fact that Mike Fitchett has come out to have some words with Brooke.
Yeah, absolutely. Tough pill to swallow after that one. You know, you guys were amazing all season long, but you must be part of those troops in that locker room.
Yeah, it's hard to feel that right now. I mean, I'm proud of them. I love those guys. It's a hell of a team I've coached. Great bunch of dudes, but right now we're hurting pretty bad, so hard to put a silver lining on anything right now after that.
I'm trying to find the silver linings here for you as well. And, you know, there's been a man that has played so many years in this jersey for you, Sam Dempster. He has had the season of seasons. It must be inspiring seeing him play like that this year.
Yeah, it's good to see one of the Ball brothers having, he's an inspiration to us all at his age. Most improved player, like who would have thought. And I think there's going to be a few other good news and a couple more good years for Sammy. Like he's got a lot left in the tank, and knowing him, this will be motivation.
Well, I know how you feel right now. It's one of the worst feelings, but you should know that you should be very proud of the season that you guys had, yourself personally as well, and we can't wait to see you guys back next year.
Appreciate Mike Fitchett making time for us, and that is clearly a difficult interview for him to conduct, but it is the class of one Michael Fitchett. Sam Timmins talking Yannick Wetzel.
There he is.
Yannick Wetzel back in the building. The break had gone to Europe, playing in Germany, and quite the performance from Sam Timmins tonight, but he is going to run into a different kettle of fish tomorrow night. Chris Johnson, Rob Lowe 2.0. That's what I'm going to call him. It is the best arguably we've seen him play as a professional ever.
A great win by the Nuggets, but the time to talk about Tenoros starts now. And the Tuatara and the Nuggets, two teams most people wouldn't have picked to be here, but they are. They are the ones that get the chance to take home the trophy tomorrow. It's going to be a tremendous game. But before we talk about that, we talk to the man of the moment, coach of the Otago Nuggets, Brent Matahare.
One hand on the trophy already tomorrow. Big game against the Tuatara. You must be stoked after that, though. 15-point win against the Giants team who's played well all year long.
Yeah, I don't know about one hand on the trophy. I mean, we were possession by possession, so pretty sure you said there was, we were half a chance. So we're certainly taking that on board, and we've got to make sure we go out there and put our best foot forward, get recovered tonight.
Real team effort tonight across the board. Yeah, 5 guys in double digits. Was that the key coming in?
Yeah, I think they tried to take away Trey early on, and Nico got going, and then tried to take Nico away, and Sam got going, and obviously we've got those 5 guys who have been executing really well all season, and it's just a matter of making sure we keep going to the guy that they can't guard. It can't work. Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be exciting. You have Rob Lowe playing extremely well at the moment. They brought back Chris Johnson. You guys are firing on all cylinders. How do you get it done tomorrow night?
Oh, look, we played them when they're at full strength here in this gym. We're feeling pretty good about ourselves, so we're just going to make sure we give it all tomorrow and really enjoy it.
Well, congratulations on this one tonight. Rest up. We'll see you tomorrow.
Brent Matahari and the Otago Nuggets will be in the grand final tomorrow night. 7 o'clock on Sky Sport. Coverage begins 7:30. Freddie Ware on Prime. And Casey Frank, please come out and watch this if you're in Auckland. It is going to be an incredible game.
Nuggets' second championship game in 3 years. They did win in the showdown a couple of years ago, looking to get another trophy back to Otago. Coach Brett Matahare knows his team has them playing extremely well. And fill this house, because tomorrow's going to be some exciting big man basketball at its finest.
And this is how we got there. The Nuggets with 2 big wins. The Tuatara with an improbable comeback over the Airs. And the Giants just couldn't get it going tonight against the Nuggets. Do not write off the Otago Nuggets. The Tuatara lie in wait. It is going to be an incredible matchup. We are ready for it. Join us 7 p.m. tomorrow night on Sky Sport 2, Freddie Ware on Prime from Event Finder Stadium. Until then, good night.
Yeah. I try to tell you, you ain't ready. Have you ever seen a man not afraid to die? Gave his life for a dream. Born hustler, so the game conceived. A cage beast, but now I'm free. How can you blame me? I was born for this, the game chose me. Now I've been training for this my whole life. Carpe diem, seize the moment, right. We gon' turn up and rock plenty ice. This is our time, yeah, I'm about that life. I'm a street dude, teach dudes to think quicker. Would take over the world, but so I dream bigger. Never satisfied, I'm trying to be richer. And pour out a little bit for those who ain't with us. Ready. I don't get ready, I stay ready. Cause the consequences is heavy. My man D said he would never quit. Even though the thing's heavy, we push like a 7-7 Chevy. Boy, ready. My whole clique is on sticks.